And we're like, damn, we actually have to like sit here and take that. Because,
but I mean,
at least
they added salt with the director's cut.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Nerds of the Round. I am joined by Lawrence, the Batman Lawrence right here, and Steve, Gonna Talk Trash Steve from Talking Flicks.
It's all about the trash zone.
We're gonna talk about M.Night Shyamalan's Heroes Trilogy, and the first question is, what are you guys' reaction when you found out that Split was a sequel to Unbreakable?
I didn't care either way.
You didn't care either way.
I didn't care either way.
You wanna like?
I was like mildly like impressed and happy. I was like, oh, that's a cool way to like bring this up and like keep everything in a shared universe. But this whole shared universe thing is getting old kind of quick.
It's getting old very quick.
But if this does bring back the M. Night Shyamalan of old that we love and like actually adore, that they ruined franchises for us.
Oh God! Wait, this has been a running joke since episode 1 of how he butchered Last Airbender. I feel like, fine, it's good storytelling the way how they did it with Split.
Right.
When Bruce Willis's character,
right.
if you haven't seen it, spoiler alert, Bruce Willis's character that he played in Unbreakable shows up in the end.
But I don't see that as a spoiler though. I mean, I didn't see that because it honestly did not affect the movie.
He was
right.
It
does not affect the movie at all.
It's an Easter egg more than it's a spoiler. The twist essentially came from Split when you found out what exactly this guy's character can do and what McAvoy.
I think that
the biggest twist was McAvoy's character being transformed as this giant creature and like being a presence kind of thing. The Beast.
I think that was what really
you have
people
from Bruce Willis.
I was just tying the universes. That's all.
It's tying the universes together and giving, the foreshadowing that yes, Bruce Willis at some point is going to be the hero.
But then let's
go.
How do you feel the fact that now their title for this so-called trilogy is going to be called Mr. Glass? We all remember Mr. Glass. That was the character that Samuel Jackson played. That was the twist at the end of Unbreakable, that he was a character that had all these injuries. He was looking for someone that
his opposite.
That he was his opposite, because like kind of like how they said like Lex Luthor is the opposite of Superman.
Right.
He's human. He's rich because Superman's not rich.
Nope.
He's a reporter.
He's a farm boy.
He's a journalist.
Farm boy. And essentially that's what Mr. Glass was doing, all these atrocities in that movie to find his opposite. And he found his opposite during a massacre when he set up this train that crashed and Bruce Willis was the only survivor. And then he found out that you see Bruce Willis' character, he can't get any injuries. So now the third film is titled Mr. Glass. And people are saying that he's the one pulling the strings for the character from Split and Bruce Willis' character to meet.
I think it's be more than just that. I think it's more than him being brought together. I mean, I don't see McAvoy's character being that much of a villain, more of an anti-hero. Yeah, he did things that he shouldn't have. I mean, he's kidnapping people, but it was just
so many people.
Okay, there's heroes that kill people.
Okay, Deadpool. Yeah, Deadpool.
All right, but like I said, Deadpool's not a hero; he's an anti-hero. So I don't know.
So, your argument is saying that he's an anti-hero because he kills people. How is he a good guy? In any way?
I think the only way you can classify from saying that he's a good guy is he has multiple personalities. Like he had general multiple personalities in there, and each one was a different person. Like when he took on the role of the woman.
But at the very least, he's Legion.
Exactly. That's actually a good point right there. Literally, Legion is, if you haven't seen it, Legion, he has like multiple personalities in his mind. He's literally different characters.
Right.
So essentially, that's what the character from McAvoy is.
The third movie is going to go one of these ways. It's either going to be Bruce Willis against McAvoy and Samuel L. Jackson, or McAvoy and Bruce Willis versus Mr. Glass. It's not going to go either way. It's going to be 2 versus 1 regardless. I honestly think that it's going to be more along the lines of McAvoy and Bruce Willis versus Mr. Glass.
In a sea of superhero movies, how do you think this trilogy is gonna fare?
It's different. I think it'll do. I mean, it'll be better than Batman versus.
I don't.
There you go. You like that?
Again,
You like that?
again, I know people on YouTube with better like fan made videos than.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna not. I'm gonna.
We'll give it a shot. I mean, best fan made video. One of the best ones was when Batman took on Predator. Did you see that Batman Dead End? If you have guys that haven't seen it, look for it on YouTube. Batman Dead End. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And yeah, I would say that there's some fan made videos, but it's like, I don't know. I have a love-hate relationship with M. Night Shyamalan. He has done some good movies, and then he has done some really bad movies.
Okay.
He's gotten better in the last couple of years.
Okay.
I
think-
recently watched The Visit. The Visit was actually very good.
Which one?
That was where the two kids were visiting the grandparents.
Oh, I don't think I saw that.
It was actually very good.
I think I was really-
from that, we're not going to count The Devil because The Devil technically was
No,
not M. Night
technically was
Shyamalan.
not his.
Yeah. The next movie after that was Split, and I think he's done a good job of redeeming himself in the last two movies that he made.
Split was him going back to his roots
Yeah.
and not trying too hard to step out of his element.
Also,
Not
too,
to
it's
say-
like-
not to
also,
And
say-
too,
choosing a
But-
good actor.
Right,
Also,
but
it's
it's
not
not to say that he's not a good director or writer. It's one of those things where like, you know, people are allowed to try new things and whatever the case is. But if you have something you're really good at, I'm not gonna tell you stay in your lane. I don't fault him. I do fault him for a lot.
Oh yeah.
But I can't say that with a straight face. So I do know I fault him for certain things because that was
I
a big
fault him for
fail.
Last Airbender.
Right.
That was a fail.
That was a
the
fail.
biggest twist is that he wrote, produced, and directed the movie. That was the twist right there. Because like, I suck at you guys.
Because
That's
it's
They
one of
paid
those
me
things
for
where
this.
you expect more from him. Because it's not like he's not a great writer or director. He has the caliber of like a James Cameron, let's say, or like
he's
even
done
more
some
so.
great stuff. He has done some great stuff. We're
Yeah.
not gonna knock that.
No, he-
I think when he tried new things, he wasn't sure.
And you can't
Or
fault
he-
him as a
or-
director for wanting to try new things. He tried, he failed, he went back to what he knew. There's a lot of directors that do that. But it's better to try and branch out and try new things versus sticking to the same exact things. And if anything, it might have reignited his passion for what he did before.
It's like Wes Craven doing a Disney movie.
Oh,
You know what?
Wes
You know
Wes
what I
Craven
mean?
does Mickey Mouse. Let's see that. Wes Craven on Aladdin.
I mean, to be fair, I would
zombie
to,
Wes Craven.
to be fair, I would watch
that.
it too. But I'm saying like that's so out of his
Like-
depth. So when he did like Avatar: Last Airbender, like it
Remember,
was
he's not allowed
so.
to say that word.
But here's the
But
thing.
again, it's so far out of his depth. Like
I think he got too stuck at one point with throwing a twist at people because he started becoming known as the director who would just throw
everyone
a twist.
expects,
Like
a twist,
everyone
expects a
expected.
twist.
Like,
But he made Last Airbender
But
for his
see-
kids.
But see, the thing was
He
like,
failed at it.
But if you
that
have-
doesn't mean he doesn't love his kids.
you can
No.
have a thing that people know you for, but the
Maybe
thing
like
was-
Michael Bay with
but-
explosions.
Right. But again, I'll take 1,000 John Woo dubs over any Michael Bay explosion.
Oh man, no.
I
Michael
listen.
Bay.
Hey,
Listen, would you take a Michael Bay check? If they gave you a paycheck the size of Michael Bay's paycheck, would you take it?
For what? What am I doing?
For anything, doesn't matter.
Like, would you take a Michael
Something
Bay check?
crap. You know it's gonna be
So
crap.
he's
But they're
taking
gonna
the
give you.
paycheck. It goes essentially. This is why Sony has stopped paying Adam Sandler. They were giving this guy paychecks to make garbage.
But now he's on Netflix making movies, and he still make Pixels.
We're gonna go for a moment of silence because Steven mentioned Pixels. Please take a moment of silence, please, right now. Never mention Pixels again.
Dragon Ball Evolution.
At home,
That gets you sick of this stuff. But we're getting back. We're gonna get back on track
Bow
with
your
M. Night
heads.
Shyamalan.
In
Please bow
reverence.
your heads. He mentioned Dragon Knight. But
like I'm having PTSD from like all these movies right now. Like I'm seriously just like my childhood is forever ruined.
these are the movies we wanted to see, and they come out with this stuff.
There's
but
a lot of
To be
movies
fair,
throughout the
Batman
years.
vs Superman is a movie that we wanted to see since we were kids, and we got garbage. But it's one of those things.
I think we've technically created our own inverted trilogy because if you go all the way back to the first episode and start looking at there was a Batman versus Superman reference, I think it's kind of scarred us.
It's one of those things like when mom cooks dinner, like you're gonna eat.
Oh yeah.
you can't really like you take what you get.
Especially
So what happened was like Zack Snyder was like, you're gonna have this and nothing else, and we're like, damn, we actually have to like sit here and take that. Like this,
But I mean, at least they
went-
added salt with the director's cut.
What M. Night Shyamalan property would you like to see made into a trilogy or a series? If they got to make it like a TV series on Hulu,
The Sixth Sense would be amazing.
I mean, there's more than enough potential with the fact that he can see ghosts, but then again, it just become Ghost Whisperer.
The Sixth Sense, no,
because the Ghost Whisperer, she's alive. In the
But
Sixth
I don't
Sense,
want to
he's
see
dead.
The Sixth Sense.
No, but
with
if
a
it
kid.
would-
I want to see it with Bruce Willis's character.
So what? He's solving crimes as a ghost?
No.
Ghost Detective. Bruce Willis.
It's Ghost
Ghost
Rider.
Detective.
Did you just call him Yu Yu Hakusho?
Oh my god.
What is happening?
We were on
doing so
track
well.
and we went down a dark turn here. I don't know. I think I would like to see them actually do The Village as a show. I think there was
Yes,
potential on
yes.
that.
That would be
Absolutely.
great.
That was gonna be my next one.
Yeah, it would be pretty interesting to see how they do that element of them in today's society, where it's like, okay, just the whole concept of
How
like,
you
in
gonna
today's
hide?
society,
I mean,
how
yeah.
you hide.
I mean, even during the movie itself, is how you hide in this entire society and grow into society without letting them be exposed to the outside world and without getting everyone else to find out that you're there as well. I would actually say Unbreakable, because there's more than enough stories. I mean, in this universe, you clearly can tell that there's a lot of people.
But technically, they are.
They're doing a trilogy, but like I would say there's a TV series.
TV series.
TV series.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to be. You've got the trilogy, but even if they were recast, of course they would recast it and do it
Now,
like
what
that.
kind of TV series are you looking at? Are you looking at like Netflix or? Are
You know what? I would
HBO?
actually go as far as saying a Fox.
I have a love-hate relationship with Fox.
I was just going to say that. Like,
No, not in the last couple of years.
I'm gonna
they've
give-
been
I'm gonna
doing
give you
really
a
good with
reason,
certain
no.
shows.
I'm gonna give you a reason why I have a love-hate relationship with Fox, and everybody knows this reason. Firefly. Yes. Fox. Why did you do that?
But Firefly, Fox of old is not Fox of now.
But
Because if you were to put it on CBS, people are not gonna watch it. No, you know what? I'll change my answer. CW.
really, for Unbreakable?
Because CW, the writing staff, whatever it is that they're
I
doing
think
over there,
they're-
whatever they're putting
I
in the
think
water,
They're doing it right.
you're talking
Yeah.
Supernatural that's been
I would
on
actually
for
go as
13,
far as
14
Stars.
seasons now.
Stars would be good on that.
Because if you guys have checked out American Gods, whoever
Oh.
like backed American Gods,
The
right now.
cinematography on that show is honestly one of my most.
I gotta catch
It's
up.
my favorite show as far as cinematography right now.
I gotta
we finally
catch
agree on
up to
something
that
there.
one.
Finally.
Yeah, I gotta catch up to American Gods. Saw the first episode and still.
If you like Legion for cinematography or Hannibal, like it's just visually that show is beautiful.
What movie do you regret seeing of M. Night Shyamalan's?
Luckily, I never saw the person in the pool, whatever it's called.
we know the late we know.
But you already know what he's gonna say.
We already
Is there any other answer?
Excluding Last Airbender.
because we know everyone regretted that. It
Oh.
happened. It was horrible.
I would.
I'm gonna go with Lady in the Lake. Lady in the Lake was really.
I can't say because I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it, but I forgot that he did that, and that from what I've heard,
I was stuck with the guy with the big arm.
You're the only one who
He
saw it,
was with
so.
the big arm.
I know enough of it to know what he's
Oh, I don't even know that.
Are we excited to see this trilogy?
Yeah. I'd give.
I'm not
split enough to say yes.
I wouldn't say excited, but really curious and like happy to see him back in his roots. It's one of those things where like, even if he, all right, look at Christopher Nolan. The first two were amazing. The third one was like, we get what we get.
They were phoning in a paycheck.
If this was a trilogy, essentially we can't really like expect a really.
It was an unexpected trilogy.
It's one of these things. It's an unexpected trilogy. We can either get his passion and love project, or we can just get like his like kiss goodbye.
I honestly, you know what? You know why I can actually say he's excited? Because he made the effort to actually tie it in. Because he could have left Split as a standalone
Actually,
movie and didn't involve anything else. I think that he's gonna pull a Marvel on this, where he's planned it enough that he knew where
Well,
he wanted to go with this
here's
movie.
something most people don't know. He technically still owns all his projects. Studios can't dictate what where he can go as characters. So
which is why he was able to throw in.
Yeah. And he's and what they're saying is that he is actually possibly looking to revisit a lot of his projects. So he may.
Oh, we get a Lady in the Lake sequel,
which would be dope.
Do we really need to see Mr. Smaller and Big Arm again?
It's better than seeing the last Airbender sequel.
We are going to stop talking about that movie.
That's the safe word that the episode's going to end. He mentioned Last Airbender, so
stop talking about oh my
so,
god.
Again, that's another round of Thirds of the Round. I want to thank you guys again. If you liked, please like, subscribe, share. Let us know what you think in the comments below.